All right, back, and today's Tuesday, N7 day. If you guys ever played Mass Effect, you'll get the reference. But anyway, before we get into the subject of Miles Morales and Spider Man, which Miles Morales isn't a Spider Man, I'll be honest, uh, just as a reminder for the PS5 folk, the PlayStation folk, the ones who were cocksucking this company that has literally then it's really treated you horribly. I just want to remind y'all, PS5 Slim comparison photos requires online activation for disk drive. I mean, are y'all winning? Seriously, literally, are y'all winning? Does this look like you're winning? I got some friends and I got some family who got a PS5. I'm not knocking them; they can do whatever. But for those who just keep blindly following Sony and repeatedly have been taking the abuse of their stupidity. Honestly, I mean, this is not looking good for y'all. Seriously. Okay, I'm done with that public service announcement. On to the real stuff. God, this, I really don't understand why people are so defensive about the PlayStation 5 and also this shit right here. Miles Morales has already replaced Peter Parker as Marvel's main Spider Man. Of course, yes, I understand this is an article from 2021, but it still stands with what I'm trying to show you guys. And this is absurd. Miles Morales replacing Peter? Never. Only the weirdos would want that. Peter Parker is no longer Spider-Man Marvel's New York City. Um, in Marvel's New York City, as Miles Morales has already replaced him as the wall-crawling superhero. This is what they do, folks. It's literally what I predicted since 2018, and I think I even said it in either part two or part three of my criticism about Marvel Spider-Man 2. That basically Miles is going to replace Peter, and now that I was corrected about Cindy since she's Silk, we're basically going to be having Miles and Cindy doing whatever Peter is being a house husband or something. I don't know. Oh, this is so fucking sad. Don't care about spoilers. While Peter Parker has been Marvel's official Spider-Man for over 50 years, he's already been replaced by Miles, widely considered the company's most popular and most successful hero. No, no. Of all the new characters that they've shown, he's the best option. Of all the characters, you remember Snowflake? Do you remember Safe Space? You remember them? Maybe I know he came out before them, but the new, even dude, no man. Oh, anyway, is a where was I? Widely considered the company's most popular and most successful hero, Spider-Man is a classic teenage superhero introduced by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. At a time when superheroes were exclusively portrayed by adults, any teenagers involved were either ordinary non-power citizens or ineffectual sidekicks at best. But fantastic, alright, I'm done reading this. They obviously don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and I don't even read comics that much. Jesus, what a load of bullshit. Sorry, I'm cussing, guys, but I know everyone and their mother has has talked about this, and I'm just adding my stuff to it because this is it's like the gift that keeps on giving, and you don't want it. But here we go. Insomniac Games. I don't know why it's doing this, y'all. Sorry about that. Insomniac Game Dev confirmed Miles Morales is now the main Spider-Man of Marvel's Gameverse, which is stupid. Oh my god, man. This is how it's like how it begins, dude. Like, oh, they're in the separate realities, and what if they're in the same reality? and then one basically becomes the next Spider-Man. It's not really. I don't see it. I don't. I never saw Spider-Man as a mantle. I never did. It's always Peter Parker. Now, of course, we have other Spider-Man like Miguel and all that 2099. But again, that wasn't really a mantle. That was like different universe. And I really don't like. I'll be honest. I do not like Miles Morales. I never liked him. I always thought that he was a token character. I always thought that he was pretty dumb. I mean, we have so many other fucking Spider Men, even Spider Women, Spider Girls, whatever. It's like, come on, dude. He's not that good. He's just not. He's nothing special, really. And of course, that ugly suit. I really can't believe they literally have the mask. His mask is that it shows his hair. What? What the fuck, dude? The suit is terrible. Anyway, uh, in furthering Marvel's ongoing efforts to push Peter out of his own identity, Insomniac Games has confirmed that following the ending of Marvel Spider-Man 2, Miles Morales will now serve as the video games series' main version of Spider-Man. So what I'm thinking is that when Spider-Man 3 inevitably comes out, uh, Green Goblin is going to be around, obviously, and Peter Parker, Spider-Man, the actual Spider-Man, uh, he's gonna show up to save Miles and I guess Silk, and Goblin kills him. I mean, it's not too far fetched. It's literally Peter literally fucking died to a knife to the gut by Craven. You mean to tell me he fucking dies from knife to the gut? But they literally said in 2018 Spider-Man that he barely survived Kingpin when Kingpin cut him up with a fucking sword. There was actual in game dialogue about that. How the fuck did he survive? Okay, oh my god, terrible writing, y'all. But I guess I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, of course we got caption right here with the photo of Peter and Miles with that fucking terrible. This is what I'm talking about right here. What is that? Who greenlit this? What the fuck is that, dude? Like a mop head or something. Anyway, Spider-Man. It's time for a Miles Morales original. You know? Yeah, so stupid. As seen at the conclusion of the recently released title, following a fierce citywide battle with a king in black powered Venom and his symbiote army, Peter ends his latest video game outing by choosing to take a temporary break from his superheroing career. Yeah, bullshit. In service of the Spidey sabbatical and unwilling to leave the city without Spider-Man, Peter ultimately decides to pass the webs to Miles. However, when Peter tries to communicate this decision to Miles face to face, the the unprecedented nature of the situation leaves him tongue-tied and tripping over his words. Yeah, because they made him real fucking weak in that game. Oh, I'm sorry, MJ. I can do this. I'll do this. I'll be so much better. I promise. Oh, fucking bitch. Man, they really nerfed Peter. Poor man, dude. It's so stupid. Laughing at his mentor's typical roundaboutness, Miles eventually cuts off Peter mid-stammer and soon assures him, I got this. All of it, he adds, gesturing out towards the Big Apple. Go be Peter Parker for a while. Choking back tears, Peter then fights back tears to ask, Are you sure it's a big city? To which Miles playfully affirms, I can handle it, as long as I can still call you for advice. What the fuck? I don't want to read the rest of this, y'all. You don't need it, Peter confidently counters. his pride in Miles prompting him to wrap him up in a brotherly embrace. Maybe not now, this digresses Miles, but there will come a time. I'm here for you, Peter tells him in turn, always. Referring to Peter as Big Bro and giving one final fist bump to New York's original web slinger, Miles ends his time at the Parker household by pulling up mask on his terrible, terrible, terrible costume and swings off into the sunset. Oh my god, this is it's not everything but this game is terrible. I guess except for the combat and that one, the few things I talked about. Oh my, so much worry. It's just fucking stupid. And it was in discussion of this particular cutscene that the game's narrative director Ben Arfman and advanced writer Brittany Morris confirmed that going forward, Miles Morales would take center stage in Insomniac Games' future Spider-Man outings. As during a Marvel Spider-Man 2 plot-centric interview with IO9's Justin Carter, you said earlier you basically knew right away that you wanted playable Venom. I'm sorry. Does that also apply to ending this game with Miles as the main Spider-Man from now on? Morris asserted it always felt very natural, and I think we all collectively thought it would happen. To me, it shows a great deal of evolution from Miles. At the beginning of the game, we see him struggling to figure out what he wants to do with his life, she explained. By the end, we had Miles carrying the burden of saving the city and also carrying Pete when Pete wasn't strong enough to carry himself at various points because y'all fucking nerfed him. She further opined, that's what's been so cool about writing a story about two Spider-Men. They're both strong, and one of them can be strong when the other is not. By the end, Miles is more confident, and he's like, yeah, I got this. How much worse can things get after what we just went through? Adding to his colleagues' insight, Arfman noted, to echo what Brittany said, the idea of a two Spider-Man story was always really essential to this game. Not really. From what I've seen of hours on end, no, not really. I think pretty early on, we knew that we wanted to have that moment of handing the reins over, said the narrative director. And as we developed it, as we started to lay down more track leading up to that moment, it just felt more and more right. I think it was John who wrote that scene in Aunt May's garage, and it's one of my favorite scenes. He continued, the way that Miles is intuits exactly. I think that should be insult Peter, and because I mean that's not really how I see it. Um, sorry, what Pete is thinking and stops him from stumbling through, trying to hand over the mask. Miles going, I got this, bro. It's such a great moment between the two of them, and it felt like such a natural conclusion. I'm not sure when specifically we decided to do that, but it always felt like the only way the game could end. Oh my god. This is what happens when you give people who don't understand. This is just what happens when you give people stuff that just a position of power where they don't understand what the fuck they're doing with a character. I'm not even in comic books like that, and I can write better than it. Oh my god, dude, get this stuff off my screen. So yeah, how does it feel to have that exclusivity on PlayStation? Does it feel rewarding? Does it feel like you won? Because from what I've seen, but performance wise of this game of storytelling, the $70 plus tax, God of War Ragnarok, Last of Us Part Two, what was it, Forbidden West, Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West. I mean, from what I've seen, y'all have been getting a lot of lackluster games, and that's not. And it's not me completely like dissing people. It's more like dissing those who again blindly support stuff that just because it's the next shiny thing. But we haven't even talked about, like, for example, Starfield. I know Starfield's like on all platforms, but it's like Starfield. When Starfield was happening, it's like, damn, it literally just came out like what, 2 months, 3 months ago, and no one's not talking about it. It was supposed to be this big Bethesda game, but now with this Spider-Man 2, I'm willing to guarantee that people are going to forget about this game in maybe a month. Let the newness die down, let the shininess become rust, and people are gonna be like, yeah, maybe this wasn't the best, or you still got those people who just are diehards and trying to defend something that's not really that good in the first place. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater. Maybe I'm just a bigot, as that seems like this be the favorite words of people nowadays. People who are not genuine. But anyway, that's all I have to say. And I bid you adieu.